Hello, I'm Joe McCarthy, Senior Technical Marketing Engineer for Steel Central. This video will show you how using Steel Central's suite of tools, you can quickly troubleshoot Cisco UC issues by combining both network and UC metrics to identify call quality issues. To begin the troubleshooting, the NOC operator selects UC Cisco from the Steel Central portal. The NOC operator notices that call experience by group and media quality are showing some serious red, so this is where we'll start our troubleshooting. I'll simply right-click in one of these views and go down to Launch, Troubleshoot Media. In this view, you're looking at all the media streams, and you can organize this data based on your specific needs. I want all the poor ratings to bubble to the top, so I'll simply click on the rating column. It refilters and goes to good, and then to poor. So now I'm looking at all the poor calls for this media stream. To troubleshoot deeper, I'll select one of the poor calls and then go to Path Analysis. In this view, I see the actual path that the media has taken, all the different switches and routers all the way to the endpoint. You can see the call started fine, but ended poorly when it got to SFO demo. And I also notice on this router, the DSCP marking went in as EF, expedite forward, which it should for a media path, and the jitter and packet loss look fine. But when it exited this router, that DSCP marking went to default, which is not good, and that's why it's red. Now when I select this default DSCP marking, jitter and packet loss still look okay, so more troubleshooting is required. When I select the DSCP marking at the endpoint, now look at that, jitter up to and over 30 milliseconds, and packet loss is over 40%. So now I know somewhere along here, packet loss and jitter have gone through the roof. I notice on this router, it's red. So let me select this router, and we'll get the metrics off of that. So here we see on this specific router, CPU and memory have gone right through the roof. Response time has gone up considerably as compared to the router just in front of it. We'll see that memory, CPU, and response time are fine. So this router is in trouble. If we look at the two interfaces on this router, we can see that ETH1 is red. So let's select this guy and look at that. The class of service definition for default is 100%. This queue is completely saturated because now we know the EF tag going in changed to default, and this interface simply could not support that level of traffic. So now the NOC operator knows he needs to contact the IT department and let them know that router R01-SW needs a configuration change to make sure that the EF tag stays current all the way through this interface, so the default tag does not go to default, it stays EF, and it will be forced out ETH3 instead of going down to the default queue interface where it cannot handle that level of traffic, and that should solve the problem. After the configuration changes have been made, the operator can test this path by using a feature unique to Riverbed called Remote Hands. This feature provides fully automated testing capabilities that remotely instructs endpoints to place and receive calls and can perform more complex multi-party functions such as conference and transfer. To use Remote Hands, select the call of interest and then simply click on Remote Hands. The Remote Hands dialog box shows up, and simply click on New Call. Type in the extension you'd like to call. I'll type in 6075. And the call will be initiated. On the far end, I hit the answer button, and the call is completed. And to hang up, it's simply end call. So now I know this call is now working properly. By proactively monitoring the UC traffic with Riverbed Steel Central, a NOC operator was able to identify there was an ongoing call quality issue, isolate the issue down to a specific call stream, determine the cause of the problem was a configuration issue with one of the routers, changing the DSCP tag from EF to default. This caused high bandwidth traffic to go through an interface which was not configured to handle this level of traffic, which in turn caused jitter and packet loss to increase dramatically, and spiking the router's CPU and memory, ultimately causing poor call quality for anyone using this path. For more information on Steel Central UC Expert, please visit the link below. Thank you.